All right, we are live.
Hello, welcome to the Punk Rock Libertarians Podcast, episode 271. I am Otto. Today I'm joined with the Jewish Internet Defense Force Captain.
Wait, did I write 271? Oh, fuck.
No.
It's supposed to be 471.
Yeah, and I was like looking at it, I was like, it doesn't look right, but I'm doing the
Sorry.
what you call it bit from Anchorman, where it's like, if you put up on the screen, I'll read it.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm smoking
271? 471. Yeah,
or
that's 200 episodes. Jeez, there we go. It's changed.
There we go. It's fixed.
Magic. All you ones of listeners listening right now.
That's
Sorry
Forest
about
Mommy.
that. Ah, hell yeah, Forest Mommy. Love you. And yeah, so there's the Jewish Internet Defense Force Captain, not general yet. But
No, I'm working on it. I've got to
Work.
kill a few more Palestinian babies, and then we'll get there.
Ooh.
Jesus. Well, apparently that's what's
Just going right off the deep end. Right?
Are there any left? I guess that's really the question.
I don't know.
Jesus.
Probably not.
It's like that. It's like the Abraham Simpsons meme where he's like, "So I was there killing Israeli killing Palestinian children, as that was the fashion at the time."
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It turns out there's a humanitarian pause while the Palestinians can have more babies to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Restock.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you being here, Captain. And that was the voice there of the voluntarist, James Babb.
So good to be here.
It's good. And oh yeah, and there's Victor Charlie right there. Everybody.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Alex.
Hey, good to see you guys. Yeah, good to hang out again, Otto. Hanging out.
Hell
this
yeah,
Saturday.
man. It was fun. It was fun. I wasn't like, it was pretty far, but that was actually like we actually went up for the Libertarian Party of Maryland Christmas party. That was pretty fun.
Was it a holiday party? You mean they're
No.
anti-Jewish or Muslim or what is
Very.
This was this like a white supremacist Christmas?
Yes. Well, which ones? What other kind are there? You know?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
That's why Jared wasn't invited.
Yeah.
He had the internet to defend. So
Yeah. It's a busy job. Occupies a lot of my time.
Yeah, but it was a good time.
Man. Yeah, it was really fun. I for it being so kind of far away from me, it was like all the way up in Harford County. It was pretty cool. Just chill. I like chill events where there's just libertarians. It's just easy. Everyone just ate, drank, and just chilled. There's nothing, no business, no nothing. Just we talk about the downfall of the state and
What about Robert's Rules of Order? Did that
no Robert's rules, none, no
Really?
parliamentarians.
Wait,
no
hold
motion
on a
to-
second.
No motion to amend the motion.
Wait, hold
Suspend the
on.
rules
What
to
is
amend the motion?
this?
What is this?
What is this? Is it James Babb's birthday today?
Is it?
Wow, you son of a bitch! You didn't tell
You
us.
son-
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Happy
is.
birthday!
Wow, happy
to
birthday.
you.
Well, I'm so old. What's another year, right? Like,
Oh, it's another year with James Babb. That's what that
I
is.
made it around the earth one more time.
Oh, well,
Wow,
happy
so-
birthday, man.
what a great gift we got. Although I think it's kind of bittersweet, but Henry Kissinger has died.
Yes.
Unfortunately, he
Forgot
died
the
of
birthday
natural causes. But
Yeah, I'm not celebrating. I mean, he lived to be over 100 after
Yeah.
murdering all of those people. That's a travesty. I mean,
Yeah.
that is disgusting. What a
We should all be
horrible,
ashamed.
horrible person. I mean, yeah, he's dead, but can't really celebrate that.
Was that a doorbell?
Who's
yeah,
who's at the door?
You, James? Sorry. Is someone coming over for your birthday party? We just, you're just gonna do PRL to your birthday party? Dude, that's awesome. Forrest
Oh,
Mommy,
man.
happy birthday.
Oh, thanks for us, mommy.
Oh man.
well,
I
I
guess
I was
Oh, yeah.
pleasantly surprised by a Huffington Post article that I came across about Kissinger that I think was, I mean, it was a brutal attack of his record, obviously warranted. I didn't read the New York Times one, but of course, like the headline was very gracious, and and then the New York Yankees posted a tweet.
Oh,
That was terrible.
I gotta actually let me find this tweet. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I
Don't
want to
dig it
get
up.
every. It was so bad.
Eric's asking, well, how do you plan to celebrate, Baz? What do you got going on? Anything special tonight? Just or saving for the weekend?
I'm partying with you guys. This is
okay.
this is the most fun I could possibly ask for.
Cheers, Babs.
Dude. So
Also,
Josie's
taking me out to dinner tomorrow night, because I had the podcast
nice.
tonight. So
Okay.
Oh, dude,
See?
you pushed off your. That's so cool, man. You're the best.
Priorities.
I know, right?
bros before hoes. That's the way. Right. Sorry, Josie. I didn't mean that, really.
Now you're not going out for dinner tomorrow.
Now dinner is canceled.
Now you're going to be eating like a Hungry Man TV dinner at home.
So here's the statement. It's a statement from the New York Yankees, Ray, passing of former United States Secretary of State Henry Kissinger. The Yankees are profoundly saddened by the passing of former United States Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, who performed varied and vital diplomatic and advisory roles throughout his distinguished career. A lifelong friend of the Yankees organization, he was a frequent welcome guest of the Steinbrenner family at Yankee Stadium. We offer our heartfelt condolences to his family, friends, and all who had the privilege of knowing him. He will be deeply missed.
Don't people already hate the Yankees like crazy?
They're just doubling down. They're like,
yeah.
How can we have like real world stuff for people to hate us about?
Wow, that is awful.
No mention of carpet bombing Cambodia. No mention of the millions of souls that he killed.
That they weren't even involved.
Cambodia.
They weren't even in the war. They were a neutral country. Not that it justifies it regardless, but
I told you guys
makes it even that much worse.
I told you that story before that like my dad was in Vietnam and they were doing on some type of patrol or whatever to go, and he was like, we're gonna march 8 clicks. One of my dad's commanders told him we're marching 8 clicks that way, and my dad said he looked at the map and was like, well, the border for Cambodia is 5 clicks that way, and he's like, sir, I don't think that's where we're supposed to go or whatever. And he was like, I didn't ask for a geography lesson. He said that's where we're going.
Jeez.
Yeah, so he knew immediately that whole thing, because that didn't come out to what, the 70s, like after Vietnam.
Yeah,
that they were the Cambodian War.
Remember, it came out. Yeah, it had to be. It was public knowledge at some point. I want to say probably late 70s, early 80s. Let's look that up. But remember that shitty. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I got some of the details. The bombing took place from 1969 to 1973, and they were trying to disrupt supply routes, and it was only through declassified CIA documents was the operation later revealed to the public. The United States government dropped 540,000 tons of bombs over Cambodia, killing around 150,000 civilians. Jeez. And they're still living with the repercussions of unexploded ordinances. There are over 40,000 amputees in the country right now. It's a country of 16.6 million. So they're still getting killed by him.
Not to mention, it also directly led to Khmer Rouge.
Yeah.
Too. I mean, just absolutely awful shit.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Was just allowed to keep walking.
My dad was there in '69, so
giggity.
That makes sense. Nice.
Your dad also helped install the Khmer Rouge.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Oh, Dad.
That's what drafts will do.
Yeah. My dad too was guilty. He was.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah.
So he also evidently engineered a fascist coup in Chile, right? That was a big one. Maybe a lot of people don't know. 1973 overthrow of Chile's democratically elected socialist leader Salvador Allende by Augusto Pinochet. So way to go.
But the Yankees are profoundly, just shaken
because he hung out with Steinbrenner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. In a secret cable sent in October of 1970, a month after Allende won his election, CIA Deputy Director of Plans Thomas Karamessinis, I'm not probably pronouncing that right, bluntly relayed Kissinger's message to CIA station chief in Santiago. It is firm and continuing policy that Allende be overthrown by a coup. So It's not just a conspiracy that that the CIA was behind it.
Well, it was also a bunch of like Chicago school economists, right? That came.
Well, they
in,
went down
like,
there to support him, like kind of like after he was already put in power.
right.
They were like, "Hey, we'll show you the way," and he's like, "All right, cool."
Yeah. And you say you throw a commie out of a copter.
Right. Yeah. Insert throwing a commie out of a helicopter joke.
Yeah, and we all love those jokes, granted, but still,
But still, in practice, not very cool.
Oh, he backed Indonesia's invasion of East Timor.
Oh. It's funny. I think the only thing he didn't support was the United States supporting the Ukrainians in the invasion. That was the last thing he didn't really support.
And he probably he wasn't sure what's going on, probably.
Yeah, the payroll, or he wasn't on the payroll anymore.
Yeah,
he's also like 100 years old.
They said once you turn triple digits, you're off the payroll.
He supported Pakistan's genocide in Bangladesh.
Oh,
right, like the poor Bangladeshis. They don't have it bad enough. Let's see, 3 million Bangladeshis were killed. So, yeah. Anyway, it's a shame that he died of natural causes. What can you say? At least he's gone.
Yes, pathetic. Did you see all the just the worst of the worst coming out and praising him? No. For example, Mitt Romney put out a tweet. A great one has passed. Fortunate indeed is an America for his lifetime of diplomacy, wisdom, and love of freedom. Republicans, this was your fucking nominee in 2012.
Well, you know what, the Republicans, they should have included in their praise his famous quote about military men.
Oh, right. They're all dumb animals, or
military men are dumb, stupid animals to be treated like pawns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, that sounds like a Republican talking point, doesn't it? Like support the troops.
Yeah.
Those dumb, stupid animals.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Yankees didn't tweet that quote out by him.
Well, yeah,
for their festivities on like Veterans Day or something at the ballpark, like.
I think Hillary Clinton got a lot of inspiration as Secretary of State to like really, like how to meddle and how to destroy countries and how to get away with it and how to laugh about it.
I mean, look at all the understudies under this monster, that are in the military industrial complex and in the whole, the Hillary Clintons, the Soroses, the Condoleezza Rice, the whole Cheney, the whole Cheney and all the, what is that? The Project for New America Century and Bill Kristol and all of those
the
types
worst of humanity.
Yeah. It's was Trump did Trump say anything? I don't know. Or say any. I didn't see anything, but
Trump was a fan. He bragged about it, I think, at one point. I'm not sure.
About what? Kissinger?
Yeah, Kissinger, like, I don't know.
I
remember Bernie Sanders. I think Dave was talking about this the other day, but like Bernie Sanders had a good burn on Hillary Clinton because she was like making fun of his foreign policy, and he's like, well, at least I'm not having Henry Kissinger advise me or something like that. But yeah.
All right. Here's an article.
Let's get some facts instead of me just asserting.
So this is a list of this article is just a bunch of views of the various presidents around Kissinger.
Oh God.
And this one from Donald Trump says, Henry Kissinger has been a friend of mine. I've liked him. I've respected him, Trump said during an Oval Office meeting with Kissinger on October 10, 2017. But we've been friends for a long time, long before my emergence in the world of politics, which has not been too long. He described him as a man who everybody knows. He knows more than probably everybody in this room put together.
Right, because he's got the Epstein files, right? Yeah. Like he's got dirt on everybody. That's why we all have to say something nice, despite the fact that he's a horrible, horrible mass murdering monster.
Yeah,
I think you just
most libertarian president ever, right, guys?
Right.
Yeah. if you want to, like, I think people that are flattering him are just basically using him as a proxy for the deep state. Like, I love the deep state. Really, guys, you guys are the best. Seriously, I love you. Let me
Now leave me alone.
let me live. Let me maintain my career.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, he's gone, and that's why I had to message you. As first thing I was like, I got to tell James. You're like, no.
I know.
James had probably already seen like 10 memes.
No, this is. Yeah, Trump really went after that swamp by letting them all stay. Exactly, Forrest Bombing. That's exactly what he did.
Yeah, I was
like every
literally
president
talking about.
will.
I was talking about that at after a liturgy on Sunday, and we have our coffee hour, and one of the deacons there, we just sat down. I just met him, and we were talking for a minute. And after a while, he's just like, "Man," he's like, "make a lot of sense." We were just talking back and forth, just the state of the world, what's going on in Ukraine, and what's going on in, the whole Israel, Palestine, all that, everything going on over there in Gaza, and then we were talking about this apparent false flag in the Red Sea. Do you guys hear about that? That was on Sunday morning. And
yeah, we're just reflexively calling it a false flag next Gulf of Tonkin. Like, all we know is that, like, the Reuters reported something that the Pentagon told them about some drones that were shot down flying towards a U.S. ship. Like, wow, that sounds terrible.
But yeah, do we have I thought we had the docs. Didn't Babs, you had something about it. But yeah, they were talking about like some Navy ships in the Red Sea, and they were claiming like the Houthi rebels were behind it.
Yeah,
but then they're saying they're funded by Iran, so this could widen the war.
Like, there definitely no Iran's behind it.
Yeah,
right.
Yep.
It's Iran.
Yeah.
Like, how long have they been trying to get a war going with Iran? Like, come on, guys, please. Like, let it go.
And so we just kind of went off on a tangent. We were just talking about just like, and it just coincided with Kissinger's death, and both of these guys I was sitting with were like, well, like, look at these people creating a foreign policy. They all followed in his footsteps, and it's like they're, they want a war with Iran so bad that they're willing to pull off like another false flag or Gulf of Tonkin incident to drag us into a wider war. So they
ought to do another USS Liberty. I think that would go over well.
Yeah, Jared, but get your people to, if they're going to pull it off, you gotta do it right.
Yeah.
Can't just have these.
No comment at this time.
But maybe it's worth just kind of recapping some of the Gulf of Tonkin incident, right? Like, my understanding of the story, maybe you guys know more than I do, but like they said, oh, the ship's getting attacked. We're getting attacked. We need air support by these torpedo boats. And so these they got the air missions. They were like, but we don't have any targets in the water. What are we supposed to do? They were ordered to drop bombs into the ocean, right? To just sort of pretend they were attacking something, like round after round. They completely pretended that there was a battle so they could report on it. And and it got out. I mean, it's completely known that this was a completely fake justification to get the war going, and it worked.
Yeah, it consisted of a confrontation on August 2nd, 1964, when the United States forces were carrying out covert amphibious operations in North Vietnamese territorial waters, which triggered a response from the North Vietnamese forces. The United States government falsely claimed that a second incident occurred on August 4th, 1964, between North Vietnamese and the United States ships in the water of the Gulf of Tonkin. Originally, the U.S. military claims blamed North Vietnam for the confrontation. But in fact, it was an imaginary incident on August 4th. Later investigation revealed that the second attack never happened. The official American claim is that it was based mostly on erroneous interpreted communication intercepts.
That's a nice way of saying lying, murderous scumbags, right? And then they passed some kind of, I think the resolution that Congress passed was like, we'll fight if we have to act. Some kind of like some of this the same old wonderful. Like propaganda kind of crap that that we've been used to.
All right.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
in
that was
64. So this was just like it was, a provocation that just kept
64?
widening the war. Yep.
See, I thought the next false flag would be a cyber false flag. Like to me, if I was running the deep state, that's what I would do about now. I'd do a big cyber false flag. I would
care?
claim
CIA gets hacked.
Yeah, I would claim that all
it's
these
Russia.
hacked, the banking system
Wait.
has to go down.
Wait, no.
Our nuclear power plants are in danger, and all we know is that it's Iran and Bitcoin, and we're going to have to go to war against both, and we're going to need an internet ID, and we're going to
Yeah,
they could get everything they want out of that, and they
don't
don't
give them
even
ideas, James.
and it could just all be done basically with press releases. Like it could be their easiest false flag yet.
Dude,
Yeah.
I have the slowest fucking internet.
Yeah, what's going on? What are you trying to pull up?
Apparently there was a bunch of furries hacked a nuclear lab.
What?
Oh, I heard about
Yeah,
that.
like,
Yeah,
Definitely sounds like a CIA operation to me.
Yeah,
but I if I could pull it up on my fucking computer, stupid slow ass.
the cyber attacks will be saved for the election season. Either that, or there's going to be an election season COVID's variant that's just going to have to.
Yep. Here we go. 5 days ago. Let's
Oh, no.
from them.com. Let's
Some kind of a
Them.com.
lockdown.
What?
We're going to need some kind of lockdown. That's whatever. We don't know what's going on, but we're going to lock everything down.
let's see.
Gay
Gay.
furries,
This
gay
is from the
furries.
Guardian. Gay furries group hacks agencies in U.S. states attacking gender-affirming care.
what?
Wait, what?
Wait, this
Why are
is
we doing
different.
this space shit?
This isn't a nuclear lab, though. When did this happen?
Hold on. Damn it.
More than 5
Well,
months old.
these gay
No,
gay
here we go.
furries
It's right here.
have been terrorizing the cyber
Gay
community.
furries are very technically apt.
This is from
apparently.
November 29th, man. Hold on,
Let's
hold
see
on.
it.
I just put it in the chat, or I'm putting it in the chat now. So yeah, click this link. This is from November 29th, my wedding anniversary.
Is that you? Is that how you celebrated?
That is not how
All
I
right.
celebrated.
Gay furry hackers, in quotations, breached a nuclear lab to demand cat girl research. The hackers released human resources records and said they'd continue to do so unless their demand for creating IRL cat girls was met.
Okay. I think this headline is a little bit of a clickbait. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, the nuclear, oh, it's the human resources department at the nuclear plant. Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is the same group as the other article. It says Sieged Sec, the hacker collective that attacked government systems in 5 states earlier this year, claimed responsibility for infiltrating the Idaho National Laboratory in a Telegram post on November 16th. According to its website,
Good.
INL is one of the country's largest nuclear research facilities and maintains the Advanced Test Reactor, which is used for both medical and military programs.
I'm sure there's a lot of medical usage going on there, right?
Yeah. I told you guys I heard some furries. Furries hack something.
Hey, you know what? I'm starting to change my mind on furries. I assumed they were, of no use to me, but now it seems like they're doing good work. So
Brian says we're all gonna get popped by a furry when the shit hits the fan.
I mean, it's a great way of concealing your identity, right?
Furries are.
I mean, they won't be able to, the AI detection won't work. There's
That
no
exceeds
fingerprints
my
left
level.
behind.
That exceeds my level of degeneracy right there. So
I think they
doubt
do leave. I think they do leave some DNA traces, unfortunately.
gross.
No, dude.
So gross.
Yiffing, right? Is that what they call
What?
it? Yiffing? Yeah.
See, I don't even know that
Oh,
term,
no.
and I'm the most degenerate on here. So, Jared,
Maybe you're not, dude.
Well, clearly you take the cake for that one. That's all in you, bud.
Oh no! Don't look up the docs.
Oh no!
Wikipedia.
That's one thing. Oh no!
To have sex
Jared.
to mate set of animals, especially foxes or people dressed up as animals. The more you know. Ba-ba-da-ba. I need that.
You know,
drop.
as long as people are having fun and it's consensual, you know, we support it on
That's
this
fine.
show, right?
We're all a bunch of freaks, but do that.
I don't condone their degenerate mental illness, but
Keep your degeneracy to yourself.
You're not going that far.
no.
This doesn't
Even
align
though
with the
they're hacking.
Greek,
Come on, they're
with
hacking.
Greek
They're hacking.
Orthodoxy.
They're hacking federal nuclear bomb research.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll support
keep
that.
doing
I'll
that.
allow it.
Keep doing
I'll
that.
allow it. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
allow it.
Just focus
But,
on that, guys.
Start
Focus
hacking the
on that.
Federal Reserve. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Do you know we lost viewers? We started talking about furries. I don't know what that's.
Whatever,
I
they
don't know what
just-
that means. What does that mean? Does that mean we had furries listening? They're like, oh my god, these guys are trashing our kind. Like, what does this mean?
No, we're celebrating them.
At least we have Mr. Climate Abortion watching.
Jesus Christ! I don't even want to read that. What the fuck? I think we just tapped into the furry community by accident.
Yeah, we're gonna have. They're gonna like show up and just start like just coming at us live on the
man.
show.
Fuck you, Andrew. This is auto stops at Brawny. Doesn't go full furry.
Brony, dude. Excuse me, it's
Brony.
Brony.
Okay, see, this is where we have me and you have to have a talk after the podcast.
Dude, I watched a whole documentary on Bronies. It was fascinating.
All right, what?
Did
Okay,
you come?
see, I don't know what a brony is.
No.
Do you-
A Brony is a is a dude that's into My Little Pony,
Jesus Christ! Hold on.
which is a TV show about a little pony, about a bunch of little ponies.
These people should definitely not be allowed around children. I don't
No.
know. I don't know what else they're into, but that's a flag.
Yeah, they have like conferences and it's really like fascinating shit.
Yeah, didn't they have one in Baltimore like maybe before COVID's? There was a BronyCon.
Maybe.
I just remember like, and I might have been like, you know what? It might have been when I was Ubering, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Because I happened.
Did you give someone a ride to the BronyCon?
No, but I just maybe like happened to be near the convention center. And I was like, "The hell is going on here?"
Whoa,
And,
what? Spike is a brony?
Yeah, I think no, he's not, but everyone says he is, so it's funny.
Yeah, seconded Forest Mommy. It's weird as fuck. Like it's just
So no, we actually had this happened on our podcast. Because Brawny Convention, BrawnyCon or whatever the fuck it's called,
Brony.
happens. Brony, whatever.
Brawny, like the fucking
Bro-
toilet paper towels.
Whatever.
Things like brony, like bros.
Yeah, like bros and ponies. Bronies.
Anyway, bronies. So at BronyCon, that took place in Baltimore, and some guest, something happened when we were still recording in Anarchy Basement, where I think it might have been, dude, was Ryan Riot a brony?
I
I
wouldn't
remember.
I wouldn't be
Let's just go with
surprised.
it. Yeah, let's just go with that because I'm pretty sure he was. But I remember
let's
people
just-
like showed up in Baltimore like, what the fuck?
Libel
Like
him.
I'm sitting here. Tim, god damn it, Tim. He says ponies before honies.
That's right.
That's podcast title. Yes, Brian confirmed.
sir.
Why do all of our people who we know, Brony was always held in Baltimore until COVID? Why do we all know this? Why do you all know this? Is something I am.
Oh, I didn't know
I am
that.
not proud to know, but all
I
of
don't
you
remember that from the doc.
PRL fucking fans are all a bunch of bronies.
Let's see if I can find the website.
Andrew says, "Know thy enemy."
Oh man,
We should start charging for these. How do we start? We gotta just do super chats.
smash that like button.
Yeah,
And
smash
super
that like
chats.
button
Yeah,
and start
like Beanie Boy doing
and
his,
start saying you
Cool
don't
Boy.
care if Israel kills innocent people. Smash that like button. Give me my beanie.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, you need to rock a beanie.
Oh, here we go. What is this?
Oh,
This is all the places where BronyCon's been held. And the last like 7 were at the Baltimore Convention Center.
oh Jesus.
How many
Makes
people
sense.
attend these things?
Looks like the last one had a record attendance of 10,215. But yeah, that was
Oh
before
my
COVID.
god!
Yep.
Oh my god,
Too many. That's too many, dude.
dude! This is society's even closer to collapse than I thought it was.
No, I don't want to invite. I don't need to invite. It's
Dude,
open
that'd
to
be
the public.
fun. Like, just to go, just to have it, like, just to interview people.
No,
I don't know. So just to,
Imagine what that place smells like, dude.
oof.
What it
Like
smell
imagine
like?
Comic-Con, but like with
That's
some
the
weird
thing, man. Like,
sexual energy,
I
probably.
think that's why mental illness, I mean, COVID and the lockdowns and everything. So at least like you had all these psychopaths that could get together with their others. And then it's like, all right, now they're all isolated and not going to these conventions. You know,
What are they up to?
what
What are
up
they doing
to?
now?
And you wonder why mental illness is off the charts. Like
Are
after
you talking about LPPA conventions or I mean LP
Well,
conventions?
Well, they're talking about that in the after hours. That sick
yeah,
fuck
there's
got
some
arrested.
shit.
I don't
Yeah.
care. Whatever. Fuck him.
Yeah, well, yeah, fuck
We'll
that
talk
guy.
about that
That guy. Well, we could talk about it after hours. There's other stuff we're gonna get into in
Creep
the after hours.
vibes all around.
Yes,
Dude, I'm super excited this week. For me, it's been all Cybertruck all week. Now that the Cybertruck has been
gotta get the
unveiled,
Cyber-
I'm like
Your post-
Cybertruck.
Your post made me laugh so hard. We got to bring up. They got to get that in the docs. Your
My
James'
order
post on
confirmation?
Facebook. Yeah. That was
Yeah,
fucking hilarious.
unfortunately I'm not that high on the list. I mean, I reserved mine like 2 years ago.
I
okay?
remember.
What number
But I'm
are you?
let's see. I'll tell you. I'm
Elon's list.
number 1,766,308.
Oh, good luck.
So my projected estimated delivery month is April 2027. So
April
Yeah.
2000. Wait, what year? April.
April of 27.
Oh, 20. Okay, 2027. Well, maybe you'll get it before the collapse of society.
It's looking doubtful. I mean, the way, we got these these brony conventions, like I don't know. It's sad. But, but plus Elon though, like I'm not even sure if he's my favorite oligarch anymore. He's kind of
Oh, but you heard what he said, right? You guys, we have the docs on that. Can we play that?
So there was.
I don't know.
What was? It was that goof troop. That goof from CNBC. What was he? New York Times reporter. and
I've
he
got a
was
video.
interviewing
I've
him.
got a video link right here.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And it's time code 20 seconds here. Let's see.
All right. Yeah,
It's a good video. It makes me sometimes I get like, what are you doing, dude? You're hanging out with BB, you're kissing the wall or whatever. You're doing, all this weird
it started with what most articles just say, the anti-Semitic tweet. And I'm like, well, what did he really like? What does this mean? Like, they're all just saying an anti-Semitic tweet. And I'm like, what is it? What really is this anti-Semitic tweet? Do you, Jared, do you know anything about it or?
I remember seeing it. I mean, he had posted a comment saying like, this is 100% correct, but it was like, I don't know which tweet he was actually like
talking
responding
about like Jewish
to.
people having like influencing, I don't know, something like that.
I think I have
it was like
here. He says this is the actual truth, was his comment on a tweet that said that Jewish communities advocated for a quote dialectical hatred against whites. So this is the anti-Semitism, I guess, saying that some Jewish communities advocate hatred against whites. That's kind of weak for anti-Semitism, Jared.
A little bit.
I mean, I'd be curious what he's talking about because most Jews are white, like pretty much all of them. Like I know a few like other colors, but like they're mostly white, unless we're not counting Jews as white.
I think he's kind of blaming Jews or for pushing sort of the, the whites are the colonials, the white privilege, like I don't know, white people have to apologize to black people, and like I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I'd be curious what that even. Yeah, I'm not aware of any of that. I mean, there's definitely been like a lot of Jewish socialists, like a ton of socialists, like Marx. I think was
pretty much
kind of Jewish, maybe.
All the Russian revolutionaries pretty much were. I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't
so, I
Jewish,
mean-
it was a Jewish conspiracy. It does like that's like why is it so hard for people to say, "Oh, I acknowledge that yes, there's a lot of prominent people who are Jewish who all have in favor of a certain thing or a part of a certain thing." Yes, it's because they're more driven. It's because they come from families where they're told, "Hey, we have higher expectations of you." Like, why is that so hard? And like, no, I'm not being.
I think it's just like, he said
dude.
something about Jews. Like that's the one we run with, guys. Like they were just dying to run. They had to run with something, right? Like,
Well,
why are
let's
we
run
doing
with
that?
what?
Why are we?
But that leads us to this video, though. Why don't we play the video of Elon Musk responding to people? I guess Disney and a few other people said they weren't going to advertise
let's
on
set
X.
it up. So the Media Matters did their weird thing where they created a sort of a justification for advertisers to ban him by like creating certain screenshots under controlled conditions where their content appeared next to maybe some shady tweet. So there's this big campaign. Advertisers have left Apple, IBM, like some other big ones. And so then he goes to Israel and he meets with Netanyahu. He's like, hey, like I'm in on the war, like count me in. And they're like, all right, cool. And Netanyahu's like, and make sure you help us with anti-Semitism. He's like, okay. And then he comes back and he does this interview. And I think he feels like he's still getting shit, even after he did this apology tour.
Well, because that's what happens, dude. You don't apologize.
Do you want to skip to 20?
If somebody's going to try to
20 seconds.
No, right here. No,
Yeah.
right here. Good.
Now this way you can skip the dumb commentary and get right to the. Elon.
Okay.
I hope they stop. You hope don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f yourself.
But
Go yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.
It
Well, he
didn't seem
didn't
to go
hold
over
back.
well
A
with the
slew
crowd.
of brands, including Disney and Apple, decided to stop.
Oh, that was the
advertising
next
on the
thing was
platform
Mickey
earlier
going,
this month.
waving his hands.
This
in the
after
air.
a report by liberal advocacy group Media Matters said their ads were appearing alongside pro-Nazi content and white nationalist posts.
I'm so sure.
Earlier this week,
I'm so
Musk
sure.
visited Israel, where he spoke to families of Israeli hostages,
Whatever.
as
dude.
well met with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. But he says the trip was not an apology tour.
Right.
But he's also really mad about getting blackmailed.
Right.
Well, yeah.
It's not blackmail. Well, I mean, yeah, you know what? It kind of is. It is, but at the same time, though, it's like, yeah, like this is why I'm
It's
so
like we're going to attack your business unless you say things we want you to say. That's blackmail.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one's forcing you to advertise on his site.
Okay, but that's the typical NPC libertarian, like
It's a private company, bro.
it's a private company.
Now,
and
when it comes to blackmail, in fact, Walter Block, defending the undefendable, defends blackmail as being a libertarian freedom of speech issue.
He also defends the Israeli genocide. He also defends, Donald Trump. Like he just is like, hey, I defend taxation as a libertarian. Like, okay, calm down, Kyle. Like,
Does he?
No,
I'm sure
he doesn't.
he does that with everything, dude. Walter Block is so good at that. Like that's all he does, man.
Well, it's called defending the undefendable, but I don't think he's ever defended taxation.
Well, he
Not
might
that I've
as
heard.
well. He might as well.
I mean, I know the
wonder how
libertarian,
his-
but you
how's his
can't say
group
it's blackmail when it's like, does Apple have to advertise on Twitter? If they decide not to advertise, it's not really blackmail, is it?
But if I say, look, I'm going to organize a campaign and I'm going to put pressure on all your top 10 advertisers unless you do what I say, right? Like unless you, and make up shit. That Media Matters thing was completely contrived.
Yeah,
and
like
well, that's
basically
libel.
falsified.
That's libel,
mean,
and that's
right.
wrong. I don't necessarily have a problem with just like organizing and saying we don't like what this platform's doing. We want to pull advertising.
Where
I don't know.
is
That's-
all
that's
this
part of the
white?
market.
Where is all this white supremacist, racist, Nazi content on X? Because I just can't seem to find it. I love the way this like.
Oh, it's on
mainstream
Instagram
media-
Reels, dude. It's on
You'd
Instagram
subscribe.
Reels.
You'd subscribe to
I
it
mean,
if you
it's
knew
there.
the right people to
It's there.
subscribe
Yeah, like
to.
where is
but-
it? I'm trying to find
It's
it.
everywhere, dude.
Alex is like, no, I really want to find it and
Yeah,
like.
I need to add to my stash.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just
goddamn.
It's just all this
fucking funny.
ESG shit. It's just it's getting out
That's
of
what
control.
it is, man. Like, fuck them. Fuck all of them, dude. I'm so sick of this shit. Dude, Disney is flopping so hard right now. That new movie, Wish. So here's funny.
Mhm.
You guys heard about that? I don't even know if you heard about it. So my mom went to go take my kids to see a movie the other day, and I thought it was the new Trolls movie, but apparently she took them to see the new movie called Wish. It's a Disney, whatever, like stupid story, and I knew it was filled with agenda, but then I didn't know until my kids came back. They're like, "No, we saw Wish," and I was like, "Oh, okay," and that's all I said to him. I said, "Oh, okay," like just like that, no, nothing. And my son comes to me like maybe like 10 minutes later. He comes to me, he's like, "Dad." He's like, every man that was in the movie was either dumb or bad. And I'm like, see, like he noticed it. He picked it up. I didn't have to say shit to him. He's the one who picked it up immediately.
Oh
And I'm
wow.
like, well, son, I hate to tell you this. We're not.
Did you prime him to notice that?
No.
Like, you don't complain about that at home? Just
I
on
mean,
the
I
show?
have from time to time, but for him to notice it, and he had this, and it's not like he just said it to say it. It's what I heard about it. But I didn't want to like drill it into him. Like he just went to a movie, like just whatever. Like I'm sure, like most of the things, my kids are too young. Like hopefully they just forget about the type of bullshit propaganda they see. I just wanted not to. For once, I wanted to skip the conversation, skip the whole like, well, see, son, this is exactly what they're trying to. I didn't want to do that. I just was like, oh, okay, I'll just let it go, like whatever. And he's the one who approached me on it. Like, and I had not spread a word about the new movie, anything, and he picked up on it. I was like, that's what it is. And it's just full of shit. And like the whole thing sucks. And they're taking hits. It's like the worst Disney movie drop ever. And the Marvels is also the worst like movie drop off too as well for Disney.
Good.
And the whole, like, it's just, you make shit movies. You're more focused on making them woke than making them good. And this is what happens. And now they shelved every single Marvel movie has been shelved except for Deadpool. And so the big excuses they'll say, oh, well, it's just Superman or it's a superhero fatigue. That's bullshit. Because I guarantee you, Deadpool is going to bring in so much fucking money. It's going to obliterate records. I guarantee it. And because it's not going to be bullshit wokeness. It's just going to be fun. Deadpool with Wolverine. You can't go wrong. You really can't fuck it up. But Disney can fuck up things, so I'll hold my reservations for that. But like, this is just where we are, man. Like, apparently, because now, have you guys heard about this new Godzilla movie that's out?
I heard it was
Godzilla
pretty
minus
good.
one.
I heard it was all right.
I've heard nonstop of how fucking awesome this movie is and how it portrays government as bad and inept and stupid and evil. And I honestly, it's like from places like I didn't even hear about this movie. I literally watched the trailer this morning after hearing about it for the past week. I've been hearing about how good Marvel movies are fake and gay, says Brian. Yes.
Well, I don't think anybody thinks that superheroes are real. I mean, I think we understand that they're not really based on true stories normally.
Yeah.
They're not.
I just posted a link. Did you guys see this thing in Congress where they voted? I think it's one of these like do nothing resolutions, but where they made all these statements about Israel, and the U.S. Congress voted on it. Only 2 Congress people voted against this thing, but
who were the 2?
I posted a link with the text. Basically this thing it one reaffirms the state of Israel's right to exist. But this is the interesting part, recognizing that denying Israel's right to exist is a form of anti-Semitism. So now Congress has now agreed that if you don't think Israel has a right, like if you disagree with the government, now you are anti-Semitic. They've formalized that connection, which those that are supporting the war have been really anxious to do. If I was, I mean, how did the Jews feel about that, Jared? I would be pretty upset if that, if I was one of the chosen.
I don't know if I can speak for all Jews.
Why not?
I didn't go to the I didn't go to the last meeting.
Oh, you gotta go for that. It makes good show content. You gotta go.
I gotta
Tell us
I
more
gotta
about
go in
space
with a spy cam. No, I mean, look, we've talked about it before. No country has the right to exist. No state has the right to exist.
Okay, now
So it's like a moot point.
you're anti-Semitic according to Congress.
I'm a self-hater. I'm a self-hating Jew.
Oh,
Now-
I hate those. I hate those.
See if you can name the 2 Congress people that did not vote for this.
Thomas Massey and Rashida Tlaib voted present, or she abstained, I think. So really, it was only Thomas Massey was the only no vote, I
He's been getting
believe.
crushed by the ADL.
Was
lately.
it that bad? I knew there were
yeah.
only 2 that
I think Rashida not Tlaib, Illa, one of the Fab Five.
Can we
I think
officially?
Omar voted present, but there was
Yes.
another one who voted against it.
So no. So it's not Mike Lee, because Mike Lee's been on
He went over there.
huge pro Israel track lately. It's so obvious. Like he's so full of shit. Everyone's like, oh, Mike Lee's like he's just like Thomas Massey. No, he's not. Jared is the Alex Jones of the Jews. Listen, folks. Liberal. Can we play that again? I just want to hear it again. I just got to hear it. I got to hear AJ talking about liberals.
Give the children the vaccines. Watch their eyes dull and give Satan his servings of pain.
Oh no, we lost Otto. Dropping Alex Jones, he's gone.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes, dude. God damn it.
And Alex Jones dropping Otto, done. Oh man.
God damn.
Right. So if Tlaib voted present, Massey voted against it. So Massey's the only one that voted against it. And isn't Rashida Tlaib? Where is she? What's her ethnic background? Doesn't she have an Arabic background?
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, I think so. I don't know. I mean, I know she was getting flack because she was at some one of those pro-Palestinian.
This is one of the things the squad is good on, but they're just such pussies that they can't fucking take a hard line. Like Thomas Massey is the one who fucking puts his line in the sand, draws his line in the sand. And I'm sorry, he's a Republican, but don't care. Like him. I think he's the best there is.
I think you can tell that there's not much in his file, like at Mossad, right? They're like, we don't really have a lot to work with him.
Look up his tweet. He tweeted about this because the ADL like straight up attacked him, and he said like every single time he does something like this, like I think he said like $90,000 they spent on trying to run against him. Something like that, like to one of his people that are running against him.
They spend. I think they're raising, like AIPAC and they're raising like hundreds of millions of dollars to run against these people. Like if you go against the Israel lobby, good luck staying in office. I mean, I think everybody knows that.
Yeah. So back to the Jews running everything. Anyway,
think you can put in a good word for me, Jared?
We'll see.
I mean,
we'll see. Play your cards
my
right.
roof blue and everything, man. I need some help.
Look, they only run
put some lamb's blood on your door.
Yes,
they only run Congress, and now
The
Elon,
bank, Hollywood,
the banks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just got to get Elon under our thumb.
But not this show.
He's a feisty one. That autism is hard to break.
Luckily, the ADL doesn't know we exist, right? Or I'm sure they'd be trying to deplatform us.
Don't they know Otto exists?
They know I exist.
The
Hate
ADL,
Watch.
I'm on Hate Watch.
Southern Poverty Law
Southern
Center.
Poverty Law Center.
yeah, but that doesn't. I mean, does that mean ADL knows about you though?
They're all the same.
No.
All right, so I got to do more. I got to get on the James Babb thing where Whoopi Goldberg's calling me out by name.
Yeah, that is true. It's illegal in Maryland to boycott Israel.
Wow.
Jared, should we go on the record and say PRL boycotts Israel? This podcast.
Right. You're required by law to buy things from Israel.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Get
how
some
dare you
tilapia.
not buy from Israel?
Yeah.
To jail with you. You know, like
Let me find that
Apparently,
law.
they run their game is like tilapia. Like they have like tilapia farms, like, and it's like run by the Jewish like lobby. Scott
Oh,
Horton.
no.
Scott Horton did several podcasts on this, and I was like,
they run the
what
tilapia
fuck?
farms, and you know what?
Yes.
I don't want farm raised tilapia anyway. That's gross.
Well, it only exists in farms. Tilapia is not a real fish. It only exists in
Yeah. There's no wild
Gross.
tilapia out there.
yeah.
All right.
Actually, I think
Don't
there is, but it's like super rare. It's like off the coast of like Borneo or some shit.
Wait, but if I don't eat tilapia because it's farm raised and poor nutrition, does that make me anti-Semitic?
Anti-Semite.
Right. Am I breaking the law in Maryland?
Yes.
If I don't eat, if I go to Maryland and don't eat tilapia,
Oh man, this goes back to 2017. So another state has taken action to try to crack down on protests against Israel occupation of Palestine. So like I said, this goes back to 2017. So on Monday, Maryland Governor Lockdown Larry Hogan signed an executive order that prohibits any contractor or subcontractor from working with the state if they boycott Israel. The move came
To
after
me-
similar measures failed to gain support in the state legislature. Despite these clear warnings about the Orwellian and unconstitutional nature of such laws, Maryland Governor Larry Hogan decided to take matters into his own hands and pass by fiat an anti-boycott, divestment, and sanctions executive order that failed to get through the Maryland state legislature.
his trips
So you
to
just
Epstein
can't get
Island
you just can't get
were
government
perfectly-
welfare if you
We're perfectly
can't get-
innocent.
you can't get corporate welfare if you boycott Israel, basically.
Yeah, more or less. So we're not on the teat. So
But it's like,
Yeah,
I mean,
we're good.
obviously, I mean, is it obvious that they have a file on this guy? Why would a governor like just come out of the, like bypass his own legislature? Take
Oh, they
all
have
these
a file.
extreme measures, right?
Well,
Here's a
there's a point where it's like, is it the file or is it all the money that they'll give you for your campaign?
I think it's both.
It's both.
It's both.
Exactly.
And
For
I
him,
think
it's probably more of a money issue. He's a governor. He's
But
not.
are they
and he was
giving a lot of
running-
money to governors?
And that was right before. Well, that was right before. Well,
Maybe.
yeah, because he's a He was like the first Republican governor in Maryland. So, like, in the longest time, that was right before his reelection.
Installed him.
What
Maybe
about
they
That was right
Early?
installed
before
him
his
as their
reelection.
What about Early?
Well, yeah, but he was like one term. So for Hogan to get 2 terms, and he signed that into law right before his reelection campaign. The other thing too, they probably have dirt on his file because one, he was a big lockdown governor, and the other thing too is remember, and that story went away. Remember when they got the National Guard got all these test kits from South Korea, and then to come to find out his wife is Korean, and his wife had business ties with this COVID testing kit company from South Korea. They spent millions of dollars getting them in the early days of the pandemic. And lo and behold, all of them were like failed test kits and they don't fucking work to begin with. And all of a sudden that story just kind of went the fuck away. Like, like the ties and the fact that like, wait, you just wasted millions of dollars on these fraudulent test kits that have business ties with your wife. That story just kind of went away. So yeah,
Maybe that was one of the problems that they offered to help him with.
Yeah,
like, hey, I see you have a little problem there. Maybe some of our friends can help you. We know some judges and things and some media contacts.
Yeah, and that, like I said, the story just went the fuck away. It just disappeared. It was in the news for like a week, and then
and then they handled it.
Then they handled it. His handlers,
handled it.
the Mossad handlers, made it go away. So I don't know.
Speaking of handling, I want to see. I see what appears to be James's birthday gift. So here, let's take a look at this. Look at that.
got there?
Is that
James,
sriracha?
Look at those
this is
jugs.
how I know James is rich. Bitcoin goes to 41,000, and this is what James starts buying.
What's he got
That's 40. Well, he knows this is going to be a commodity that people
This
are
is
going to
the
want.
real sriracha, dude. The OG sriracha. He's holding
Chinaman
2
ketchup?
gallon sizes of it for all you listeners.
I've never even seen it in that. Why is it orange? That doesn't even look like sriracha.
That looks exactly
Oh, it
like
is.
sriracha. What are you talking?
Did you get it straight from the source?
No,
when you were
sriracha's
over
like
there?
more red. Sriracha's like red, dude.
dude? Are you colorblind? That's like, what's going on? Dude?
No,
It's right there.
It could just be
That's
the
sriracha.
photo. I mean,
That's
it looks
legit
very
sriracha
radiant there.
label.
So
But
is
this
it
is what I-
officially over? Is it like they're not making it anymore? It's gonna.
Well,
they,
It's like
going
$90 a bottle on Amazon. A
You
small
can't
bottle.
stop the signal. No, it's shipping now. This store was
Okay.
fully
Tell me
stocked.
that
Yeah.
color versus what you
It's the
showed.
same- It's the same color, dude.
Probably just the
So-
lighting or the
Yeah.
It's
I
the
just
same
let it-
color.
All right, I'll allow it.
Thank you, Jewish Internet Defense Force Captain. I appreciate you not
welcome, sir.
lasering my house.
Not yet.
It's blue, so I
Keep
don't know how
that
much
keep that
damage
roof
it's done.
blue.
Take that
Keep that roof blue.
Take those blues.
I want you to
those roofs
retouch
blue.
that. I want you to go retouch that right now.
It's a fading a little bit. I gotta get
I'm
back.
seeing
to
a few
throw another
cracks.
coat on.
Put a little lamb's blood on the door while you're at it.
Right.
So great.
Oh,
Oh man. But yeah, dude, like it's insane the amount of level the shit that's been going to in our just like our state. Each state, it's like it gets more and more like so now we can't say shit about Israel. Like, what the fuck? Like, well, I don't know how hard it is to just because apparently like the ceasefire's over between them and Hamas. I keep saying Hamas, but it's actually
It was like
Palestine.
seconds after it ended, they already had like missiles like on the way.
I know.
It was just like, all right, boom.
Did you hear why one of the reasons the Biden administration opposed the humanitarian pause was because they were afraid that
Yup.
journalists would get in there and then be able to show what Israeli has done to these poor people.
I mean, there's already plenty of footage though. It's not like
I know, but it could be like this would
be
allow
worse.
like mainstream journalists in, or like it would have just made it even worse. You know, when they're
Right.
trying to control this narrative, you know, as best they can. They got Elon out there with Twitter out of control. They got punk rock libertarians, you know, unstoppable.
just a juggernaut of news.
Yeah, I mean, we're the ones breaking the news. Dude, so this is completely random, but I can't get over how good this was. Have you guys ever heard of Thick and Thin Brewery in Hagerstown, Maryland?
Nope.
No, but we'll send him a check. Go
I-
ahead, plug away.
I know, no free plugs, but I saw this beer sitting on at the liquor store. It was just one sitting on like because I guess it was running out because I guess this was like a Halloween type beer. It's an IPA, double IPA, and it's they describe it. It's called Double Toil and Trouble, and it's magic potion brewed with juniper and elderberries, dry hopped with
Ooh.
strata and cashmere, and it's 8.5%. And it's probably one of the best IPAs I think I've ever had. It's so fucking
The
good.
best.
It was the best. I just poured it. I just
Wow,
broke.
that's bold.
What's the name of the
This is
brewery
coming
again?
from the guy that drinks White Claw, so you know.
Okay. James.
Yeah.
If I had another, I'd send it to you for your birthday. But this is it's Thick and Thin Brewing Company. So their motto is "Through it all, brew it all." So I gotta
right.
get more. And the cool logo is this like skeleton with a hop beard.
in
like it.
Hagerstown.
Cool. Yeah, dude.
All right.
It's
We'll
pretty
send
hot.
him a,
That's
Hagerstown.
let's
In
have a
Hagerstown
shindig out
one.
there. It's way out
Yeah,
west.
man,
That's
so
out in the
I-
mountains.
I've been drinking that, and I also been drinking my absolute lime vodka with club soda.
Nice.
Digging the bottom of the barrel here, guys.
Well,
I also have the peppermint schnapps left over from the party. I should probably just drink that whole thing for the after hours and just get real silly.
there you go. Let's do it. We got a lot to talk about in the after hours.
We do.
We got
Well, Yeah. So let's get over onto that. So if you guys want to check out our after hours
Wait,
podcast,
before we
Oh,
do,
go on.
can I push the New Jersey Libertarian holiday party?
yes, go ahead, plug it away.
Push it. Push
All
it
right,
real
it's
good.
it's coming up on the 8th, 2023 holiday freeze out, and it's December 9th. Sorry, December 9th, 5 to 11 p.m. in Plainsboro Township. We got Lou Perez, Mike Salvi, and Tatiana Moroz as entertainment. And before the party, there's going to be a presidential candidate forum, and the questions will be asked by me. So if there's any questions you would like to ask these presidential candidates, let me know you know, we're gonna put their feet to the fire. You know, it's gonna be a good day for libertarians, and it's gonna be a bad day for posers.
Good day.
Fuck yes. Oh man. Hell yeah, dude. That sounds awesome. If you guys are in the area, please check it out and tell them that Punk Rock Libertarian sent you. Really appreciate you guys checking us out tonight. We have an after hours podcast, which we are going to record right after this. If you guys want to hear that after hours podcast, we'll send you a link so you get to check it out live, or you'll just show up in your podcatcher or whatever later on. If you subscribe for as little as $3 a month to our Patreon, you guys can go to a $10 level, you get a t-shirt, you go to a $20 level, you get some other stuff, and that $1,000 Fed level, we're still waiting for our first Fed to sign up for our Patreon. It's only $1,000 a month. Any of you guys can sign up. You don't even have to be a Fed, but we'll tell you, we'll treat you like one, and we'll just tell you.
We're gonna talk about
you could work for
unserialized
Mossad.
motions. Yeah,
You could work for
We'll
Mossad.
be on your.
You could work
We'll
for-
officially be on your radar.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So please think about it. Think about it for as little as $1,000 a month. I feel like if Otto was a beer, he would be a fruity IPA. Who the hell is Die Winning Designs?
I don't know, but
What
we're
else?
boycotting them.
I know.
No, I
Go to
I
hell
can
and
see
you
that. No, I think that's okay.
You know what? I
you
love
know?
fruity IPAs.
Full-bodied,
Full-bodied.
full-bodied, and with a hint
Yeah.
of it. All right, we're not boycotting.
IAB.
Anymore. That was good.
High ABV.
Shame. For shame on you. Oh, I know. Fat jokes are in these days. Whatever. Anyway, so fuck that guy. But you guys can sign up for our Patreon. And if you guys don't like using Patreon, there's other ways to donate to the show, and you still get the same perks. So go over to PRLfans.com and find out other ways to donate to the show. We also have t-shirts for sale over at libertariancountry.com. If you use the code PRL or PRL Podcast, you get yourself a 10% discount. And if you use the code PRL2 and spend $50 or more, you'll get a 20% discount. And that discount's good on any of their shirts. Like, you don't even have to buy one of our shirts. You probably should, though. But go ahead, use that discount. They got tons
There's also
cool
like
shit over there.
a bunch of different colors. There's like
Yeah,
20 different colors you can get of the shirt now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Do that. Yeah. So it's not just the standard black or the blue ones that we've always,
Yeah.
you guys see us wearing from time to time. So please go over and check that out. They got other cool shit. They got books, mugs, other crazy ass shit that you guys can buy, full of anti-government propaganda. And we also check out WBS Apparel. Those guys are fucking crazy too. Pretty based. We still got to get them on. We say that every podcast.
Joe be on next Monday. He was going to be on tonight, but he ate some airport food and was not. I don't know. Was sick today.
Maybe at a Klan rally. We don't know. We don't know where they were.
I don't know.
Maybe next
We'll
week
never
we'll
know.
figure it out. But yeah. So until next time, live free
Or die.